The Kellett KD-1 was a pioneering American autogyro developed in the mid-1930s by the Kellett Autogiro Company of Philadelphia. It represented a significant step in rotary-wing aviation, being the first practical rotorcraft used by the United States Army and the first to operate in a scheduled airmail service. The prototype KD-1 first appeared around 1935, based heavily on the British Sierva C-30, which Kellett engineers had studied in Europe. The D in KD-1 stood for direct control, meaning the aircraft's maneuvering depended entirely on the tilting of the rotor head rather than traditional control surfaces such as ailerons or elevators. This direct rotor control made it possible to maintain handling even at zero airspeed, an impressive advance for the time. The KD-1 featured tandem open cockpits, a fixed tailwheel landing gear, and a 225 horsepower Jacobs L4MA7 7-cylinder radial engine, driving a two-blade propeller in tractor configuration. The rotor was three-bladed, built with a steel spar, wooden ribs, and plywood and fabric covering, designed to be folded for transport or storage. The Autogyro incorporated a pre-rotation system that allowed the rotor to spin up to about 100 revolutions per minute, approximately 1.67 revolutions per second, before takeoff, enabling extremely short takeoff runs. The fuselage was a welded steel tube frame covered partly with aluminum and fabric, while the tail surfaces were of mixed wood and metal construction. Following successful testing by Autogyro expert Johnny Miller, the prototype evolved into the KD-1A, a mail-carrying version with the front cockpit converted to a cargo bay. On July 6, 1939, Eastern Airlines inaugurated the world's first scheduled rotary-wing airmail route between Camden, New Jersey, and Philadelphia, using the KD-1B variant, which featured an enclosed cockpit, blind flying instruments, and radio equipment. The United States Army purchased several examples for evaluation, beginning with the YG-1 in 1935, followed by improved YG-1A and YG-1B models. Later developments included the XO-60 observation version and the YO-60, equipped with a more powerful 300 horsepower Jacobs R915 engine. Experimental models such as the YG-1C, XR2, and XR3 explored constant speed rotor systems, though the XR2 was lost due to rotor resonance. Although production remained limited, the KD-1 series proved crucial in demonstrating the operational practicality of rotorcraft. It bridged the gap between fixed-wing aircraft and helicopters, influencing later rotary-wing designs. The original KD-1 prototype was preserved for years, but was tragically destroyed in a 1959 fire, along with other historic autogyros. Some parts were later used to rebuild a replica, which flew again in 1960. Today, the Kellett KD-1 remains a landmark in American aviation history, a machine that helped define the early age of rotary flight through innovation, persistence, and practical achievement.